going on? Got a little update. I literally just walked in the door from the post office because I had to pick up this. What's inside? Let's do a little unboxing and see. Oh, I've been looking forward to this delivery. Oh yeah, these are my, let's put it the right way around, shall we? These are the Pod K8 knee brace. What's going on here, you say? Well, these are motocross knee braces. So in my search for the ultimate knee brace, I discovered that motocrossers seem to have the best knee braces on the planet, which would make sense when you're dropping from 60, 70 feet out of the air. You probably want a decent brace on so that your knee doesn't implode on impact. And these are one of the only ones in the motocross world that is listed as a multi-sport brace, because this little cap here, all of this action just comes off. So I have a nice carbon fiber, super strong knee brace, and they've got these little, it might be hard to see, but inside they've got this little piece here that's replaceable, and it's supposed to act like a ligament. And it's supposed to be this like human movement, this kinetic movement ligament that allows your knee to move properly, but stabilizes it. So pretty cool. All right, well, enough of that. Let's try these things on. Okay, that was a little tricky, but I got the patellar guards off, and now we've just got a basic, super cool, super strong knee brace. All right, I'm gonna throw some shorts on and try these on and wear them around for a little bit and see how they feel. Okay, that's it, she is on. This thing is no joke. And I didn't expect there to be any difference in my movement other than like just feeling more stable, but I mean, I can squat and there's no pain. I mean, I can't go all the way to the ground, but like, what a difference. And I certainly noticed just walking around that this is definitely controlling the motion of my knee. Thing is super lightweight, feels pretty comfortable so far. Wow, I'm impressed. So gonna wear it around the rest of the day, and who knows, I might even go and push on my skateboard later this week and just see how it feels. Okay, well, I'll report in after I've actually tried these out. So I'm gonna fit up the right one. And although my right knee is feeling much better than my left, I'm gonna be wearing both braces just to ensure that I have everything checked. Okay, I'll report back after a few days of use and tell you how it's coming along. Well, there are my knees. And I'm here at the orthopedic surgeon in St. Catharines, Dr. McCoy, and I'm just waiting to see what he's gonna say today. So yeah, hopefully he tells me that there's something we can do, but I'm guessing today it's probably just going to be sending me for more tests so we can find out what's going on. But because that's all we got right now is x-rays. Well, let's see what this guy has to say. What's going on, everybody? It's Friday evening in the middle of January, in the middle of a cold snap. It's minus 18 outside. Don't you fret, I'll keep us warm in here. Got the fireplace all ready to go. Keeping it cash tonight, you know, hanging in the sweats with the ice pack on my knee as per the norm. What else can I say? And when we left off in the last knee journal video, I was out inline skating, and it's been an absolutely awesome activity for me to do to just keep my fitness up and get some of my energy out. And I even picked up a new pair. Got some big old four-wheelers, right? And as you can see, look, there's no like grind spot on here, right? Like I'm not aggressive inlining, and I think aggressive inline is pretty cool. So I'm not against aggressive inline, but I'm just pointing out that if I could physically do aggressive inlining, like if I could jump up onto ledges and rails, wouldn't be doing that. I'd be skateboarding. Skateboarding is my love. So, but this has been awesome. Actually, I love inline skating. I can skate forwards and backwards. It's all I got to do, just ripping down the streets. So that's been great. And then for my mental health, it's been nice to be here in the studio. So the studio, I'm a guitar player and I make some electronic style music. I make everything from like, techno-y kind of stuff to like some hip hop with the my sampler over there, and I even got a little DJ controller. So I'm spending a lot of time in here, which I kind of would normally in the winter months because it's just too cold to be out skating. So this has helped a lot. And where am I at now with my knee? So I did go and see an orthopedic surgeon, and he came in and I could kind of tell right off the bat he wasn't interested in helping me be a skateboarder still. Like, he just basically came in and said, like, Cole's notes sum it all up. You're a little too old for this, Mr. Brown. Time for some lifestyle changes. You're gonna have to quit skateboarding. You can keep cycling and inlining, but even those will erode your knee. And I said, is there any, like, can we do another test? Can we get an MRI? He's like, I don't need an MRI. I saw the x-ray. Takes my knee, does a few little, movements. And he just says, that's what it is, arthritis. And, I can't really help you other than pain management. So he's booked me in end of May. That's as soon as he could get me in for this injection. So the injection is basically a lubricant. It's like synovial fluid, and they'll put it back in my knee to get my knee working again. But he's again saying this is just pain management. If you use this window of time where you're hopefully pain-free to go out and then push it on your skateboard, when the injection lasts about a year, when this wears off, your knee's then 10 times worse. So don't do that. Like, it's all about a lifestyle change. Stop skateboarding, etc. So yeah, we're not taking that advice, that's for sure. Even if skateboarding has fundamentally changed and I can't do drops and I can't ollie anymore, carving a bowl is probably no harder on my knee than inline skating. It is a little, and I'll say this is why. On a skateboard's basically, you're kind of always facing one direction unless you're like skate switch half the time. But most of the time, you're riding one way, and the problem is everything I do, front side, back side, all of the weight, if you think about it, is always on the back leg, and that's my back leg, my left leg. That's why my knee's so messed. So like, I could probably jump a manhole on inlines because I can leap off both feet at the same time, or even favor my other leg, whereas like to ollie, it's all about that snap, and that snap is what is really causing the pain in my knee. So yeah, I don't know what the spring's going to look like. I am going forward with the Ontario Skate Park Tour. I've already booked a bunch of campgrounds for this summer, so I'm going. And even if I can just carve around the park, then that's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to enjoy it. In the meantime, I've left my family doctor. I've gotten a new family doctor, and the new family doctor is giving me a referral to a second specialist. This person's an orthopedic surgeon and a sports specialist. So, sounds like a more promising start. I've gone back for one more follow-up with my physio, and she's given me a few more. She's noticed my hips really have a lack of flexibility, so she's given me some more. I'm still doing all the regular physio they gave me, and then some work for hip flexibility. And I got a mold taken of my foot with an orthopedist. I think that's the people that study feet and do like orthopedic insoles and stuff like that. But that's what I'm getting made, and I get one later this week. So what he has seen. So I've been to this guy before, and he saved my ass. Drew from DK Orthotics, and Drew got me running again years ago with orthotics. And basically, the orthotics were there to support my foot during rest periods. So I could run without them if I wanted, but then all the rest of the time my foot was being supported in this orthopedic insoles to give my foot a rest. And basically what's happening, when he studied my feet, my left foot, your arches collapse and then they spring off as you step, and the left side does not spring. It collapses and it stays collapsed through the whole movement, which is why my ankle's pivoting in. So they're hoping this orthotic will bring my foot back into a position, so as I walk, my ankle's not collapsing. And think about it, if your ankle's collapsing in, your knee's collapsing in. So these two, my physio, Tara and Drew from the orthopedist, they're working together, so they know what each other are doing too, which is helping a lot. And the specialist I'm getting referred to works with them, so we've got a nice triangle going on here. So hopefully these people can communicate, but they seem to think that this is something I can overcome. Will I be dropping off 20 stairs? No, probably not doing that anymore, but like should be able to ollie again and like, skate flat bars and kind of stuff that I've been doing in my videos, just, chill skating. So hopefully they seem to think that maybe by, summertime with the rehab, and once we see what's going to happen with the orthotics, they're hoping. Also, you saw that I got some knee braces, so I haven't tried those for skateboarding yet because I have not been on my skateboard at all in about 3 months now, since Chatham, since I made the Chatham video. But I have been wearing them inline skating, and they really, I notice a huge improvement. Like, I put them on, I feel confident, I feel like my knee can sustain a bit more. As I showed in the previous little video when I did the unboxing, I can actually crouch and stand up a little bit, so looks like the bracing is going to help. So yeah, we've got a physio plan, and the physio plan is based around correcting the way that my knees and hips and ankles move. Then we've got an orthotic coming that's going to post up part of my foot to keep it from collapsing during walking, like during my gait. So that's going to help. And then I'm still strength training in the gym, and to be honest, my knee is getting a little bit better. I'm getting a little bit more movement. So I mean, I used to be maybe like this on a squat, and now I'm getting down to about here. So everything's coming along. It's getting stronger, the pain is reducing. I mean, this is what happened last year, and then basically within a couple of months on my board, it all went downhill again. So I'm gonna take it easy this year regardless until I see how my knee holds up. And but much more promising news, and hopefully this new specialist will have something better to say, and I won't have to go get this injection. Hopefully they'll just fix this up, but they seem to think it's tendonitis based and not arthritis. That's the real key takeaway here. So I mean, again, they haven't seen the x-rays, but they're kind of saying any guy my age is going to have a little bit of arthritis. We all do, essentially, but it doesn't bother most of us. And from the symptoms I'm displaying, they seem to think this is more like tendonitis based. And in a quick summary, as I finish up here, I'll tell you what Drew had said to me, which makes a lot of sense. Basically what happens is over time, as you've got an issue like this, like a tendonitis issue, the pain's becoming so much that your body's starting to shut down that tendon, like that muscle path, because it doesn't want to fire because it's too irritated. So then it starts to bring in support group of other muscles and ligaments and tendons. So these other muscles and tendons start to go to work, and they're firing, trying to do the job of what the patella tendon used to have to do. And then eventually they become overstrained. So you can fight through this stuff for a while, but eventually everything becomes overstrained and nothing wants to work right. And once that happens, basically your knee gets caught in a new pattern of movement now because it's avoiding the old pattern that's causing pain. And then you can kind of get stuck in that new movement pattern. So that's kind of where I'm at now. And he's saying basically first step is to get the pain under control, because you'll never get your normal movement back if it's causing pain. The muscles won't want to fire. So we get the pain taken care of, which is part of what I'm doing with the physio and the orthotics, is to give everything a chance to relax, straighten up, take the tension out of the joint so everything can, the inflammation can come down. Then we should be able to repattern the knee and everything back into a normal gait. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm fighting through, and if you got knee problems, hopefully you're fighting through too. Don't just take the first little diagnosis that comes your way. I will tell you from experience, I've had at least 3 injuries I can think of where I went to doctors, the hospital, specialists, and they all said I will never skate again. I tore my right ankle so bad, it just turned to busted spaghetti. It was just a mess. And they said I'd never skateboard again. I wore ankle braces for almost 3.5, 4 years. I did a bunch of physio, but eventually it healed and I got out of the ankle brace. So I'm just saying, there's a lot of times when they say it's not possible, and it is, and I'm going forward. I'm going to find the right answers, and I'm going to be back on my skateboard. Anyway, that's enough of me droning on. As I said from the beginning of the last video, this is also so if somebody else is struggling out there like I am with knee pain, hopefully I'm going to find some answers, and I'm passing along everything I'm learning to you guys, so that maybe it helps you widen your search. Maybe it's not just the knee, maybe it's the ankle, maybe it's the hip, maybe it's other contributing factors that also have to be looked at. All right, guys. Hope you're out there on your boards and still skating when the weather's nice enough. And I hope to see everybody in the spring and summer back on my board. See you then.